so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
Ever asked an AI chatbot a simple question and got an answer that sounded totally legit, but was completely hilariously wrong? You're not alone. It's not a glitch. It's called an AI hallucination, and understanding why it happens will totally change how you use AI. Okay, let's start with a real story. In 2023, a law firm in the US asked ChatGPT to find legal cases for a court argument. ChatGPT delivered case names, judge quotes, page numbers, the full package. Professional, polished, and completely made up. And the firm got a heavy fine. So what's going on? An AI hallucination is when AI generates information that sounds totally convincing, but is completely invented. And here's the key. The AI has no idea it's wrong. It doesn't know what true or false even means. Think of it like taking a history test when you have no clue about the answer. Instead of leaving it blank, you write something that sounds right. You throw in some dates, some names, make it plausible. That's basically what AI does, except it's so good at it that even experts get fooled. Scientists actually call this confabulation, filling in gaps with made-up stuff without even realizing you're doing it. AI doesn't lie on purpose. It improvises. To understand why AI hallucinates, you need to know how it actually works. An AI language model is basically playing the world's most advanced word-guessing game. Every time it writes a word, it asks, based on everything I've read before, what word should come next? When you ask, what's the capital of France? It doesn't look it up. It calculates that after the words, the capital of France is, the word Paris is most likely to come next. And it works, most of the time. But what happens when you ask something it barely saw during training? The AI doesn't know, but it can't say, I don't know. It has to pick something. So it picks whatever sounds most likely. A plausible sounding answer. Total confidence. That's hallucination in action. Plus, AI learns from the internet, and the internet is not exactly a temple of truth. AI training data comes from billions of web pages, books, forums, including stuff that's outdated, biased, or just wrong. The AI doesn't know the difference between a scientific paper and a random Reddit comment. It treats them all as patterns. And once AI starts writing, it builds momentum, like a train that can't stop. If it starts a fake citation with a realistic format, author name, journal title, page number, it just keeps going, making it look more convincing with every word. Here's the plot twist. AI hallucinations are not a bug. They're a side effect of the same thing that makes AI amazing. The ability to write creative stories or suggest new ideas comes from AI's ability to imagine new combinations. When that imagination is useful, we call it creativity. When it goes wrong, we call it a hallucination. Same engine, same process. Now, you might think, okay, AI makes stuff up. I'll just double check. But in real life, people don't always do that. And when they don't, things get messy. Remember those lawyers who got fined? There are now over 120 court cases flagged with AI-invented content. In medicine, AI has added symptoms to patient records that were never there. This stuff has real consequences. But let's bring it closer to home. Imagine you're writing a school paper and you ask AI for sources.
Wow, this data is incredible! So much knowledge! I must process it all!
Your teacher checks, and some of them don't even exist. That's not just embarrassing, it could mean a 0 on your assignment. The good news? Smart people are working on this. Here are the 3 biggest ideas. You know ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini can now search the web while answering you? That's their first line of defense. Instead of relying only on what they memorized during training, they can actually look stuff up, kind of like how you'd Google something before writing a school paper. And it helps. Researchers tested them and found that web search cuts hallucination rates roughly in half.
Nice!
But here's the catch. Even with web search, the best models still hallucinate on some difficult questions. Web search is great for general questions. But what if you need AI to answer from specific trusted documents, like a medical database or a set of research papers? That's where RAG comes in, Retrieval Augmented Generation. It connects AI directly to verified sources, so it checks the actual documents before answering.
This knowledge is
like an
useful.
open book exam, but only with approved textbooks. Remember how AI gets 0 points for saying, "I don't know"? Researchers are changing that.
D, I don't know, final answer.
Rewarding honesty and punishing confident wrong answers. And scientists actually looked inside a new AI model and found something cool. The model's default now is to refuse answering when it doesn't know. But another circuit overrides that when it recognizes a familiar topic. Hallucinations still happen when that override misfires. The AI recognizes a name, but doesn't actually know the facts. None of these solutions is perfect on its own. The best systems layer them all together. Web search plus RAG plus better training. The problem is not completely solved yet. Engineers are fixing the AI side. But what about you? Here's your AI survival guide. 1. Treat AI output as a first draft, never a final answer. Always verify. 2. Be extra skeptical when AI sounds really confident. That's the whole trap. 3. Know the danger zones. Specific dates, academic citations, niche topics, recent events. These are where AI hallucinates the most. 4. Ask AI to show its reasoning. If the logic doesn't make sense, the answer probably doesn't either. AI is an incredibly powerful tool, but the people who'll use it best are not the ones who trust it blindly. They're the ones who combine AI's power with their own critical thinking. And that's you.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7!
If this was helpful or at least entertaining, hit like and subscribe to our channel. And tell me in the comments, what's the wildest thing AI has ever told you? Check out our other videos right here. See you in the next one.